Henryetta City Council regular meeting Tuesday, April 15th, 2025, 6:30 p.m. Civic Center, 115 South 4th Street. All Royal Hines is here to lead us in prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you this day and we ask and pray for the city of Henryetta. I ask and pray, Lord, that you would grant wisdom to the city council leaders. Lord, you said in your word, if any person lacks wisdom, let him ask of God. Well, we're asking, God, that you'd give them wisdom to make this place an even better place to live, to work, and to raise a family. I ask and pray in the name of the Lord Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Brother Hines. Join me to pledge allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Steve. Here. Vernon.
Here.
Sean.
Here.
Jennifer. Here. Michael.
Here. Item number 1, discuss act on approval and consent agenda. A, financial reports of March 2025. B, minutes of meeting held in March 2025. And C, claims for the month of March 2025. Moved and seconded to approve item number 1. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 2, discuss act on approval of payment to the Bank of Oklahoma in the amount of $40,023.88 for the 2015 note series monthly payment.
Motion to approve.
So for a few years since we did, this was originally a $8 million note that was taken out in 2015. It will pay off in 2029. It was taken for equipment and water tower work, our east water tower. So we've got 4 more. 2029. So we've got 4 plus more years before that pays off. So item 2, move and second to approve item 2. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 3, discuss act on approval of payment to the AEP PSO in the amount of $22,968.21.
Motion to approve. Second.
So moved and seconded to approve item number 3. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 4, discuss act on approval of payment of invoice number 223132-4 to Myers Engineering Consulting Engineers, Inc. in the amount of $21,000 for Jim Hall Lake Construction Services.
Motion to approve.
Second.
This is for the spillway rehab that we're having go on out there. So moving to second to approve item number 4. Poll, please.
Steve. Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 5, discuss act to approve ordinance number 1313 on ordinance amending Part 17, Utility Section 17-102C, the Code of Ordinance of the City of Oklahoma, Henryetta, Oklahoma, declaring an emergency. This is whenever we have an issue like a citizen or business, local business has a water leak, and they come in, they show that they have receipts where they show that's been fixed. We give them a break on the water. But there's been nothing in the ordinance to give them a break on the sewer. So most times when there's a leak that runs out on the ground into the ditch or in the storm system and not down through the sewer. So what we're going to do is amend this so that we can give a break on the sewer cost as well as the water cost.
Motion to approve.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve item number 5. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 6, discuss an act on declaring an emergency on ordinance number 1313.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 6. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 8, discuss act on approval of abatement of property located at 901 West Cummings, Browns, Henryetta, Lot 1, Block 8, owned by Jeremy Scott and Joyce Moore. Council approved a 60-day extension to make significant improvement. At the November 16, 2024 meeting, council approved an additional 60-day. Huh?
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
You can do it.
Sit
You
down.
can go back.
Item number, scratch that. We'll go back to item 7. Discuss the act on abatement of property, abated property located at 405 North 11th Street. Randall Fuller and Jennifer Fuller. Council approved a 30-day extension at the February 18th, 2025 meeting. Mr. Fuller, you have.
So the electric's on, the water's on. There's nothing, the foundation's good. Everything's picked up out of the yard. The back door was put on. There's there's a cover over the cellar. The only thing we didn't get done was the pressure test on the gas, and that's currently going. So I'm not sure what city code is, but that's where we're at
When the water get turned on,
today.
did they get turned on today?
There's a deposit made today on the water. The ladies up front did not know it was abated and condemned already.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I've seen one electrical problem on the outside of the house. The only thing I know that's been done, I went on March 24th and took pictures, and the only thing that been at that point was the cellar was covered. Today it looked like there was a few pieces of window trim, a few pieces of siding around the bottom of it. The inside is bad. It is bad, but that's all I know that's been done to it.
And Council, I was gonna advise you, the electric was turned on. We did not get notification to inspect it before it got turned on. It just got turned on.
We had just inspected it right before these people had moved in. We sent our electrician in. I called my electrician. He said, we just inspected it. Why would we go back? Actually, I have a picture of the updated box on the outside. Everything's been updated, everything. So I don't see what the problem is.
Once it's been abated, you're not supposed to be able to get electric turned back on. It has to be inspected by the city.
So
by the city.
so I don't know the whole process. So I called my electrician. He said, just call and turn it on. If they turn it on, you don't need a permit. So we didn't pull a permit. So that's why we did that. But as my gas guys are pressuring up, Jody, the inspector, comes by and says, doesn't matter if the pressure's up or not, it's not gonna come off the list.
He wasn't licensed plumber.
But there's no reason to keep pushing. I mean, just to keep showing up and pushing. So that's where we're at.
Council, the house has already been abated before he took ownership of it. And it's kind of that's where we're at, where it's been abated. He's had 30 days to do it. He started doing it the last couple of days. That's where we're at on. To what extent are you going to continue?
As far as like when we took ownership, we've had this house for 7 years. We just failed to put it in our name. So we have taxes that we paid. We can show all of that. So we didn't just get it. We've had it.
Right. My question to you is, are you going to continue with maintenance on it, or you had it for 7 years?
So right now,
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
For sale.
Excuse me.
For sale.
You just started doing repairs when you know we're about to do something with it, correct? So where do we go from here?
Negative. No, that's not true. When those people moved out, we had cleaned up all of their stuff. So how does it get on the list? Like I missed a meeting because he told me not to come, and then now we're here. Like it's not falling down. There's no one living there right now. We have cleaned it up. So what makes it on your list?
It's already been abated. We gave you an extension to not tear it down.
But so where are we at here? So now that we've done, we'll put a cover over the cellar like you asked. We went through and fixed all the windows. We took the plywood to keep people out of the back. We put a brand new door on it. So where do we go from here?
Well, last meeting you explained that it had to all been brought up to code.
So what is code?
Listen, I'm trying to talk. It had to all be brought up to code. You never got with the city inspector, the code enforcement officer, to get any of that done. You said it won't take 2 weeks to do it. Here we are a month later. It's on, but it wasn't done properly.
And the water's on.
It wasn't done like
The water's not on.
The water's not on.
We paid $100 deposit
Right.
today, and
It's still not on. And it's already been abated. The people in the front office didn't know it had been abated. This isn't abated properly.
Okay.
I mean, it's on the list.
It's abated because I missed a meeting because I was told not to be
It's
at the
still
meeting.
abated.
I get that. So what happens next?
So back to being the proper way it's supposed to be done. You were supposed to get with Jody.
I didn't know that.
You were told the
I
last
was told to
meeting.
bring it up to code. I was never told. So he's not giving me a fair shot anyways.
Don't you remember asking if you could have somebody else to deal with?
Yeah.
Okay, and you were told no. So why would you think that you didn't have to deal with him at all?
The electric's on, the water's on. What?
And the
Up to code means
the water's not on. You paid a deposit because they didn't know that it couldn't be turned
But
on.
they could have came and
It's
turned it
not
on
your
today.
fault. But they didn't because it's not allowed to be
So
turned
where do
on.
we go from here?
If the council wants to give you any more time, is where we're at. And if they give you any more time, you have to get with Jody.
But I didn't. I wasn't
listen
told
here.
that at the last
Listen.
meeting.
Do you want to talk about this or not?
That's why I'm
We're talking
here.
about it. I mean, stop while I'm trying to talk. Trying to tell you what you have to do because you keep saying you didn't know what to do. I'm telling you.
Okay, tell me.
If the council approves it, you have to get with Jody, the code enforcement officer, to bring it up to code to city standards how we want it. You don't get to just keep on doing what you want to do with it.
Okay.
Do you understand?
So I wasn't told that at the last meeting.
Yes, you.
That's what, I was told to get with the inspector. I was never told to get with.
So here you are. If the council wants to do anything.
Okay.
I remember verbatim, you and I had talked from here, and I said, do you understand all we gotta do? And you said, oh, yes, I'll do it all like you're supposed to do it.
I did say that.
Everything, yes,
We've
sir.
never had anything updated before. So as far as like up to code, I would think electrical would have to be looked at, water and gas. As far as like code, I don't know what else it would be.
Well, that's why we have a code officer, and he can tell you, if something happens to my house, he has to do me too.
But why would he be going by my rental at 405 North 11 and telling my plumber that no matter what he does, it's not coming anyways? That's not fair. It's not fair. And I can get that in a written statement.
That's his job.
He was not a licensed plumber.
Not a license plumber.
And it's already been abated and considered to be condemned. Unless they change it, what he's saying is correct, because if you have to come here to get it, what I feel like you want to do is take it off the abated list, is what you're wanting to do.
We just want to sell it. True.
So then that's where we're at right now. Now, like other people, when we abate something and it's time to come back to the council, we have a lot of people who will spend 5 minutes to hurry up and get something done and come up and say, we got something done.
Yeah.
My question is, we have a lot of houses we're abating. We're trying to clean this town up. And just patch jobs here and there, a little piece of siding at the top of the house, and your fascia boards are rotten, that's not gonna get it. And that's why it was abated to begin with, because transits were coming in and out of it. And when it's left alone like that, we are gonna abate it. It is a nuisance to the neighborhood and a threat for if we have homeless people and everything like that. So our goal is to try to clean up the town that way. But just band-aiding things is not gonna get it. I don't think this council will let it happen, and that's where we're at. So we need to, my question is a city manager, and I have to answer to your neighbors what you're doing to your property, and they don't know why it can sit open with broke windows and all that for as long as it has. Now, I went by there and looked, and I did see 2 new windows in the front. My question to you, what else are you going to do to make it presentable to sell?
They were fixing the wood. They were fixing the wood today, cutting out the rotted wood and then scraping the paint. They were going to paint sometime tomorrow to start on the paint.
I saw that.
But as far as like that, the inside's still pretty rough. It's not where it's not bad, but I've had bad ones. It's not super bad. It can still be fixed. So I thought up the code meant electric, water, gas. I wouldn't know what else code would be.
You're correct.
But you gotta get with the code enforcement.
But our code enforcement has, in the past, our code enforcement has to put a sticker on it, and that allows AEP to turn it on. When that didn't happen there, mistakes happen, we understand that. But, so you're gonna continue more work, make it presentable to sell?
To do some more.
Okay.
We really just want to fix it back up and get rid of it.
Okay.
Council, you have, what are you asking? I mean, you haven't asked us for extension for 30 days or to get more done, to get everything up to code? Or?
So, I mean, is it up to code? Does up to code mean carpet? I mean, I don't really know what up to code means.
Carpet is not code.
So if the carpet's
Electromechanical, plumbing, sewer, all that stuff.
and that's exactly what I just talked about. But y'all saying that's not so.
You act like last meeting it was no problem. You're gonna have everything done in 2 weeks.
I was, then it's also hard to get on this to get in on this agenda.
What's that have to do with you gonna have that done in 2 weeks?
I mean, the electric,
Correct.
the water could be turned on, and then the gas is all jacked up. So we're just going to run the gas on it.
So what are you asking for?
Maybe another 30 days.
Maybe you're.
I mean, we can get it done in 30 days. They're going back tomorrow to scrape. If y'all want to go by there, I feel like I'm not going to get a fair shot with this guy. So, I mean,
You're gonna get a fair shot.
Yes.
I mean, we can meet over there and figure it out, but that's kind of.
So I think the best way to fix this, if there is another 30 days, is that you tell us exactly what you're gonna do. And in 30 days, that's done, or this is done.
So I don't think I know what your up to code means.
Well, you just said you're gonna put brand new gas lines in. You're gonna fix the rotten wood, repair it.
Yes.
All the windows, I assume, be repaired.
The
The electric got turned on without being inspected by our city. Do you need to look at that and make sure it's correct, or is it okay because they turned it on?
It's on now. There is electrical issue on the outside of the house that needs to be repaired.
So whatever that
Actually-
issue is,
Actually, we could have that meter pulled because it's already been abated and it shouldn't be on. We can call.
That's why I actually told him to say, hey, just go do a whole nother walk, because he just done it.
Yeah. Well,
Probably
that
6 months
doesn't
prior.
count for hours. So.
Well, I get it, but I don't know your rules.
Well, I'm trying to tell you the rules, and you just have excuses.
I don't
I'm telling
come
you the
with
rules.
excuses. I
So-
come with answers, because we just want to get to the end of this.
Let's do it. It's not.
So that's what we're at. Let's just
quit trying to go around the
Let's get to the
backside.
bottom of it.
Yeah, quit trying to go around the backside and do what has to be done. And
We
you'll.
wouldn't
tell
even be
me-
talking about it if you'd have done it in 2 weeks.
Well,
That's what
up to
it was.
code, the electric is on. The water is on as of now.
But
It's
there's
not
still a
on. I'm telling you
problem.
again, the water's not on. You
Let's
paid a
pay
deposit.
for it.
You
I have
paid
a
a deposit.
receipt.
Listen, you paid a deposit. The water's not on. It won't be turned on. I can tell you that right now.
So we get our $100 deposit back tomorrow. So, in order for, so I guess I just need to make an appointment with him.
Me and Jody will come and see you when you're ready for us to come see you.
If we're, I mean,
If that's what
if the
council
council.
does.
Yeah. If the council.
Yeah.
So you guys. I mean,
I
you
think
guys.
it's a big,
I don't have a
Best
problem
interest rule.
giving another 30 days, but he's gonna have to coordinate with Jody.
I just don't know the rule, I don't know your rules.
That's the main reason why,
Okay.
because he does.
well, that's why we need to outline
Well, not,
the
Right.
30, what'll be done.
yes, well, he'll get 30 days to get, and he'll have Jody tell him it has to be done. Hook up, we'll walk
Jody,
there.
just off the top of your head, what is still lacking? You can just tell him right now that you just drove by seeing.
Just on the outside, there's a lot of rotted wood, the junk getting all hauled away from there. So rotted, on the outside, rotted wood, probably some more trim on the windows. The inside, I won't go back inside. So that's a whole different deal. But as far as making it inhabitable, there's a lot needs to be to make it inhabitable for anybody that wants to live in a decent home. But the outside, I would just, again, I had no problem meeting with him anytime, any day. It's no big deal. I don't know what, I don't know if anybody would tell y'all to haven't gave him a fair shake. Never.
No. David said he'd be more than happy to meet too. So can you, everything done in this house in 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
The inside cleaned up, everything done?
So, I'm just asking, with you saying the inside cleanup, is code having fresh paint on the walls? Like, I don't know what.
Livable.
Okay. Well,
Livable.
there's a lot of standards.
Yeah,
So-
livable. So
Decent.
cleaned up, not trash in there
Okay.
where somebody could actually move
The
in.
house is actually
This was
cleaned out,
and this
but
was
the garden was pretty rough. But, okay.
Yeah. And, you know, you said you're selling. So just livable, Jody can give you the specific, it's not paint on the walls, it's not specific floors. It's been on the abated list, so it's gonna have to be brought up from that to be pulled off the abated list. I'll make a motion to give you 30 days, but in 30 days, we expect a significant difference in meeting with Jody and David to get it resolved.
And we can't dictate what you do with your property, but you said you're gonna sell it.
It's actually looking for a sale sign out front.
Okay, so if it's not sold and it goes back to rental and then gets back in the same situation it is right now, then I just want you to remember that you said you were gonna sell it.
We gave $3,500 for it. We'll sell it for cheap if we have to, so.
And you'll be on the next agenda. So the third Tuesday next month, you will
And
be
we don't
on
have to email,
it. You'll be on it.
Does it need to be in there, or will you let us all see, whatever y'all have your meeting and decide what has to happen? Can we all have a copy of that list, so when we come to this next month, there won't be no, I said,
Who
he
said
said,
what?
there'll be a list for us to see whether all the requirements were met.
And we're not just picking on you. We got people
I get it.
every month that go down there and mow the lawn and try to make it look presentable the day of the meeting. And I saw your crew down there today of the meeting. So I hadn't seen them down there before.
we were down there probably, I'd say 3 weeks ago, just for a day.
I
Just trying to
missed-
get the windows popped out that were busted, but we had bad people, we had nasty people in there. We had 2 times, I mean, it happened when we cleaned it out the first time, we got another bad batch, so.
That's what the debate's all about, is trying to make a house like you wanna live next door.
Okay.
Steve second. So motion to second to approve a 30-day extension on the property.
And adding to the agenda for next month.
Add to the agenda. Poll, please.
Steve,
Yes,
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thanks. Thank you.
What day is the meeting on? Or Tuesday?
Or that third. Let's look and see. 20th. Item number 8, discuss act on approval of abatement of property located at 901 West Cummings, Brown Henryetta Lot 1, Block 8, owned by Jeremy Scott and Joyce Moore. Council approved 60-day extension to make significant improvements at November 16, 2024 meeting. Council approved an additional 60-day extension on July 21st, 2025 meeting. And this actually was years ago, 2018 when we started on this. So.
That process has started and just kind of went away.
Yeah, that
Started
went away
again.
and then it started again in July of last year. So I got the car fixed, been coming down.
Made is it significant?
Yeah,
enough?
I just told her I really like the shed gone. That should needs to be gone. It's not bad looking now. It's keeping the yard pretty good, so the shed, I'd like to see that shed gone. That's the next thing I'd like to see.
How much time? Time.
30 minutes, get the shed over there. It's not moving obviously as quickly as we would like it to. But, you know, as long as it's just a deal, however y'all will schedule, check back and make sure that things are happening regularly.
I mean, I care about my property. I've been here every time, so I'm working the best I can.
What's your ultimate goal with this property? And
Get it fixed up. I've got somebody, I've applied for tribal help on getting the sewer line fixed, because that's what made it unlivable to begin with, was the sewer line collapsed, and when I had the money to get it fixed, I couldn't get anybody to fix it, so then it just kind of sat. But I've applied for tribal help on the sewer line, and I've got somebody coming to inspect the house to help me get the electric back up to code so I can get it hooked back up.
Who you dealing with, Creek Nation?
His name's
Brent?
Andrew.
Andrew, okay.
Yeah, Andrew.
so then what?
And then my grandson will be living in it. Once I get everything fixed.
I've heard say we give her 30 days, see where we've made it. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but that's the motion I would make, to see if she can get with Jody, she can make some progress, see about getting that shed done, because we've already done 260 days. And Jody said there hasn't been significant changes, just mild changes.
I think it's more than that, actually.
Well, it's noticeable improvement, and I think he's trying, so I would second your motion for 30. And just realize that, you know, when your grandson gets in there too, they're gonna have to keep this momentum going of keeping it up to standard as well.
Yes, he knows.
And you will be on the next agenda.
All right, it's been moved and seconded to give 30-day extension on item number 8. Poll, please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 9, discuss the act of approval of abatement property located at 311 East Spruce, Oakwood, Henryetta lots 1, 2, and include 4, block 9, owned by Mike Howard.
I already talked to Mike Howard. He knows he is in the process. He has started demoing it himself. We're gonna go ahead and abate it, just in case.
Motion to abate.
Second.
So moved and seconded to approve item number 9. Poll, please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number number 10, discuss act on approval of abatement of property located at 411 West Jefferson, Gillum's 2, Henryetta, all block 16, owned by Robert J. and Jackie J. Patterson.
Mr. Patterson passed away. I have no idea where Mr. Patterson is. The house has not had, water for years, maybe. It's in very bad shape, and I did send notices and post notices.
Nature's taking that one back.
10+ years, it's been. I make a motion to abate.
Second.
So moved and seconded to approve item number 10, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 11, discuss act on approval of abatement of property located at 500 block of Lake Road, west side, unplatted 12/11/12, beginning at .2, corner 12/11/12 north, 50 foot west, 215 foot to center, Coal Creek south along center, Coal .2 west, POB east 215 foot, POB owned by Kenneth W. Wynn III.
I'd like to make a motion to table this. Kenny called me today, and he doesn't want it, and he's willing to give it to the city, but we need to do that before we assume the property.
I'll check on the liens at the courthouse this week.
Okay.
Table it to next meeting.
I suppose if they have enough time, sure we'll find out.
Yes.
Yeah, let's have it till next month.
I'll second it.
So move to second to table item number 11 till next meeting, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 12, discuss act to approve Henryetta Parks Recreation and Tourism Board recommended to allow Aaron Hines to use Nicholas Park for a 3-man disc golf tournament May 17, 2025. Anybody here for that? Anybody know about that? Steve, you know about it?
I was at a function that they had to go.
Hey, do you know anything about it?
Yeah, it's James.
James is
You're
here.
our fearless leader.
Sorry. Taking care of something else. Just basically, it's another question for having a tournament out there. They're basically asking for approval for that disc golf tournament on that day.
Are they wanting to close the park or just like the other ones and just
I
allow
think
it?
it's mainly to be, I don't remember saying.
So
that
they can
were-
reserve it,
They
but
just want to
not
reserve
close
it
the whole
and
park?
use it for that activity. They were not.
We don't have
asking to
anything
close.
else scheduled for that time frame? Josh put a bunch in.
I don't know if we do or not.
Josh was at the last meeting and
Okay.
he did
And
not
he
see a
didn't say.
conflict.
Okay. I make a motion with approve.
Second.
So move to second to approve item number 12, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 13, discuss an act to approve Henryetta Parks Recreation and Tourism Board recommendation to allow Joy in Life to use the gazebo park on May 2nd, 2025 for Family Fun Day and free concert.
You want to talk?
James. I'll let him talk about it.
No, sir, did you talk to me?
I'm gonna let you.
I don't know what information you may need,
I
but
saw your
we're,
flyer in here, so.
huh?
I saw the flyer in here.
Sir, if you need some flyers, I can pass them out. Gonna be like a lot of events we've done. We've done it in 2016 at Nichols. But instead of trying to spread out so big out there, we was hoping to use the gazebo park. Gonna be free concerts, free train rides like we do at all the events, Hallmark and all of those. Pony rides. And also the next question, I'll jump ahead. We're not requesting to close 4th Street. We are, that'd be Moore Street, but we've got it all scheduled, and I do, and I've got some copies if anybody wants these. We didn't know the process because in years past, we just called the city and reserved it. And bless her heart, the young lady that took my reservation and didn't tell me the process, you got one already. And so.
I think it's great. The more things we can have happen here. the
So we
better.
planned it not knowing we're supposed to ask permission, so I'm at your mercy. Anybody know?
So you're asking to close Moore Street but not 4th Street?
But not 4th, yeah, more between 4th and 5th
Where we close it for the
for Hallmark. Yeah, I don't think there would be any reason at all. I mean, we'll know once how the crowd is this year. When we did it at Nichols Park in 2016, I actually brought in this exact same band. We seen, I thought around 1,200 people, but they said we had about 1,400, 1,500.
Yeah, it was packed.
It was packed, yeah, it was a pretty good crowd. So we're anticipating at least that many numbers here. We have asked local food trucks to be present, just 3 of them. And local churches are setting up booths. H-Town Theater Kids is gonna use it as an opportunity to kind of fundraise for their program at the school. But as far as to, the community, it's a free event, just a family fun day.
You might include in your information when you're putting out the parking area at Fifth and Trojan, or parking lot we have there. So if there's gonna be that many people, there's gonna be a need for
Save-A-Lot.
parking where the Save-A-Lot used to be. So,
Okay. Oh, that's a good idea.
yeah, so-
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Council, he also has 30 volunteers. He has already lined up his porta potties and everything like that. So
Awesome.
Yeah, I've already ordered everything.
That's ready.
It's all right.
It's a wonderful.
So move to second and approve item number 13, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 14, discuss action on request by James Page to join Life to close 4th Street and possibly Moore Street next to the gazebo on May 2nd, 2025 from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. for the Family Fun Day event. Obviously, 4th Street is out, but it's going to be Moore Street between 4th and 5th Street.
Yep, I'll make a motion to, with the stipulation on 4th, if they need to close it, maybe just from right here down, you think? Instead of closing it so they can still loop around by the PD.
From
and
Broadway,
Yeah.
Broadway south to
Yes,
to Moore Street.
Broadway south.
So if we see we're getting in a jam, would I call Jody or David and set David and just say, hey, there's really a lot of crowd, what do we do?
Yeah,
So-
instead of having a jam, somebody's gonna get hurt with kids running around there,
That's a great idea.
just let them know.
So for now,
I'll
we can
put that
start
in
off
there to
for
say
sure
from Broadway to Moore
Yeah.
on 4th Street be closed and Moore.
Or
4th
should we
to
just decide to do that now and be done?
It's already on the agenda. So.
It's on the agenda, so let's do it. If you don't need it, you don't have to do it.
Okay, so when that little barricade just passed here?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, appreciate that. That's a good way to do it.
Is that a motion?
I'll second.
All right, so moved and second to approve item number 14 with closing 4th Street from Broadway to Moore. Poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 15, discuss act to approve Henryetta Parks Recreation Tourism Board recommendation to allow American Guardians Motorcycle Club to sponsor a community event at Nichols Park on July 12, 2025.
So what we're looking for is just to use the circle area at Nichols Park and then the beach area for cardboard races. The circle drive up there will be used for bicycle races because we don't want to hold a bike rally there. We want to do it more family fun. We don't want outlaw groups coming up with this. So we want to get the kids involved and have little races and different things like that. For the beach area, we would like to do cardboard races with little prizes for everybody, just a family
Cardboard
fun day.
boat races.
Cardboard boat races.
Is it gonna be closed park?
It would not be, no.
It's the same day as the fireworks.
So it's going to be
So it's just gonna be integrated with it?
But yeah, we're gonna be doing.
a circle where the car show's been in the past. And
And
then from what I understand, the Lions Club is going to do a kickball.
That's at one of the.
Oh, is
It's
there
the Lions versus Rotary.
Lions versus
Is that a conflict for you all though, or is it?
No, at the ball field, these
So it'll just keep
folks
the
will
park
be,
full?
it'll mainly, the whole idea was, and what we discussed is them starting kind of in the morning and going through noon and that part, then the other goes into the afternoon, and then everybody can transition to the fireworks. It could be a full day of activities out there, just different groups kind of being responsible for it, but everybody could then partake of what part of that or all of it that they wanted to.
Perfect.
So we thought it was a good opportunity to, you know,
Use the park.
do things here in Henryetta, use the park, use it to its best advantage, and get as many people involved in different things as possible.
Second.
So moved and second to approve item number 15. Poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 16, discuss act to purchase one new 2025 F-450 chassis 4x4 Super Duty Super Cab 168-inch wide WB/DR WXL X4H from Bill Knight Ford in the amount of $65,070.30 for the street maintenance. This is state bid price, and will be to be using money that actually is from that 2015 loan fund that we still have leftover money from.
Is it a budget amendment or is it already budgeted?
It'll have to be a budget amendment.
We already got the money, right?
Yes, it's money from the 2015 loan.
Make a motion to approve.
But moved and seconded to approve item 16, poll please.
Steve,
Yes.
Vernon,
Yes.
Sean,
Yes.
Jennifer,
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 17, discuss act on approval of city manager's report.
As you guys read in my report there, we're waiting for the Okmulgee city manager to contact me. His council meeting is actually tonight. They're doing a price increase on their landfill. I had our trucks go up and take 2 loads, and the cost for what we do with Centerpoint was about half. So I've been in contact several times with the Okmulgee city manager. He's just making sure everything will work out, that we could come up there. Like I said, when we have issues, we run up there anyway.
Right.
But we'd like to use them solely for.
But that's why we haven't, because it's always been doubled.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the cost for who we're using right now, it just keeps continuing going up and up.
It's gone up exponentially.
Yes.
It's less than half what they've charged us so far, because Centerpoint's charged us for overweight fees and tacked on just on top of the price of the dump size of the trailer itself.
They
So,
leave us in line sometimes.
yes, yes.
And talking about the Jim Hall project earlier, the Jim Hall spillway, myself and the mayor, we met with the contractors and did a pre-construction, just kind of update on everything's going smooth. The construction was gonna start in March, but with our rainy season, we didn't want them to have to fight the spillway running over. We feel like we get better quality work if we could put it off till the dry season. So we kind of had a date of July 7th to start this project. The contractor did ask if we have some dry spells in between that maybe can come and do a few of them. It's gonna be a thing where we can work back and forth. What they're doing is, what the problem we have is the spill drains underneath. And what had happened, over years, they've eroded and they've washed out underneath. So the contractors will cut them out. They'll put more concrete underneath it, fill in the washouts, then put a new epoxy storm drain in, and then pour it back.
They'll be able to do like a couple sections at a time. They'll tackle.
Way to just make it a trough drain instead of putting the epoxy tubing in there, because we've done that in the past on different ones and it worked well because it was just concrete.
Yeah, the erosion part has probably been our biggest issue, and they said there's pretty good caverns in there. But when the plans were made for that, we had 3 different plans, and that was the most affordable plan for us to go that route with it. We did not abate any houses. With the rains we've had recently, we didn't tear down any houses. I'm sorry. We did not tear down any abated houses due to the lack of, we just had so much other stuff going on. We've got storm drains and some whistles that have washed out or collapsed the infrastructure, so we've spent a lot of time on infrastructure work with our street departments. We hope soon we can pick back up on that. I kind of had the issue with the EMS. In the loop on it. And citywide cleanup, we're looking at May the 9th and 10th. I apologize, I didn't get on here quick enough. The county is also wanting to mirror us on that. So Mr. Wallace, County Commissioner, District 3, he's gonna have a countywide cleanup, or southern part, I guess, district-wide cleanup that same day. So we'll work hand in hand with them on it.
May 9th and 10th both?
And it'll be at the, where the pilot company used to be. We did it last year, or the last time we did it. It worked out great. You don't have to pick stuff up and throw it. We took loading docks and actually put some containers there, so it's a lot easier to manage. So we invite everybody to do that. It'll be on the 9th, it'll be all day, 8 to 5, and on Saturday, it'll be till noon. And there will be signs posted. Anybody needs to know, and Facebook.
Are you gonna do it water bills again?
Water bills, yes. We'll have volunteers there to check your water bill. And that is it.
So let me encourage everyone that's got something that needs to be thrown away to plan on that. We're going to talk to the churches. Cordell, did you get a chance to spread that word? Now you've got some dates to work with, and people, like I said, individually, church per church, if you can work on some of those things, and then the city's going to work on the rest of it. And it really does help. It makes it look better. And that's kind of our slogan. We want to knock the block off and make it look better. Buildings, houses, yards, whatever. So.
Small businesses, can they bring stuff to that?
Didn't hear you.
The small businesses, can they bring stuff there too as well? Small businesses?
Yes. Nope. Yes. It's not gonna be like construction material where you're
Right,
doing
no.
that sort of thing. It's normal. It'll be limited to 2 trips, just like any other businesses would be. That's it.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Move to second to approve item number 17, poll please.
Steve?
Yes.
Vernon?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
Jennifer? Yes. Michael?
Yes. Item number 18, discuss an act on into executive session 25, Oklahoma statute, section 307B, to discuss the purchase of real property.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and second to approve item number 18, poll please.
Steve?
Yes.
Sean?
Yes.
Jennifer? Yes. Michael?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, hi, strangers. Hi, Ryan.
Yeah, I was just right up the hill. They're on item 18, in executive session means they go in there privately and talk. I don't know. I had no idea. So, I figured it was some kind of property for their land or something, or for their work.
I'm gonna take this off too. Yeah.
I don't know anything.
Yeah, originally I thought he was gonna get this morning tonight, but I saw yeah, I saw it on the.
Yeah.
It was at 5 minutes. Yeah.
Got all the arrests, all the. They said, do you want to read it? Are we meeting at Methodist Church at 7?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought I read that text right from David that Bill said, sounds great, I'll be there. And he got my email. So it is a site.
Yeah, because they have their.
Yes, the break. I think that's. I'll see you for maybe 7 shots. Would it be beautiful?
The right, their agenda items up. I don't know. One time I came to pray and I was.
So I used to.
All the fun, so we'll call.
I didn't have time to actually get dressed and come here.
I like that outfit.
I ran into my closet, grabbed my truck, got the bike, we left. Dad was coming down the road, and the time I was leaving, just said, go see my.
Yeah.
He said, well, you got 5 minutes.
Yeah. You can make it in 5 minutes, can't you?
15
minutes.
As long as I get right there.
Yeah.
We were storing it inside the building. Well, he found it outside the building. But when we did, but they did what they're saying.
Executive meeting.
If it's the same kind, I usually it's very easy.
We were like, well,
Thanks a lot.
so when we redid it, we
Do
put
you have
a
any
shut
trouble with
Were you
your
doing
foot
because this was.
anymore?
Just thinking, okay.
So we could still have the bank, at least still have gas.
Yeah.
I was shut off the bridge, but,
Yeah.
but it.
I was running from there. He was so keen.
He
I think Taylor was waiting for me across the street.
Yes.
Oh.
I was running across the street.
Yeah.
Or across the highway.
Been having it.
And then-
Nothing
English standard. Okay.
Oh,
So I can do,
You know, for my reading coming up Friday night.
I mean, it's still gonna be a little problem.
If they
I didn't think that was one on right.
no. You're just.
And I found it interesting that they were correct.
You're so glad you got this one.
Yeah.
I still.
The little difference,
It
kind of stands out. Hold on, sound like-
Especially when you have.
Oh my goodness, you're gone.
But it's.
Thank the Lord that he had shorts on that
So I'm
day.
thinking,
I come down, I said, Don, that could
it must be so much cost. Because I always JJB.
Well, and the thing that he's on, you all learn how to fly.
I forget.
When you're back. I mean, that
Your
doesn't.
book, and I get.
Oh, that look on his face.
I know there's another first thing.
Yeah.
Pastor back in the day.
I truly.
I thought it was pretty impressive, but he was all in slow motion with James. I thought that was pretty. I remember it.
Because you went over the cars, right? But the thing is, he landed over on the other lane. Who was it that got you?
Yeah.
I was in
Yes.
She was in the interstitial crust, didn't they? And it's going in the crust, and so that's a whole other. That's
right. I remember that. I told him, I said, there's like a washing Bible. Just
It's like he reads it. And he says it so fast sometimes that you can't quite.
Right now, 55 miles an hour. They don't
I'll be there for like
as well as you want. And so they learn how to stop.
well,
He started. He's back where he's still alive.
And I would want to talk if I went this way, not just character, but it's the whole roll. And just like they said, now there's a landfill that's gonna be.
Yeah.
The ground is just like rolling. I rolled a couple times and stuff in your hand because I'm sweating.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay, public, the meeting's gonna restart. They have finished their executive meeting.
it is. Did he memorize?
2 years from now.
Reconvene in regular session. Second.
Second.
Moving to second, approve item number 19, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 20, discuss and act on any action to be taken on matters discussed in executive session.
I make a motion that we approve the real estate property that was discussed in executive session and move forward with it.
Second.
Moving to second to move forward with property discussed in executive session, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 21, discuss and act on new business. No new business. Item number 22, council members' comments. We'll start with Mr. Van Meter.
Well, I just appreciate everybody's efforts on what's been done. I see a lot of activities that the city's doing to try to clean up our vision coming in on West Main and clean out those ditches, which looks very nice, and just other things, and just going back and patching and fixing and things that's been breaking in the year. So they've really been on top of it, of Mr. Bullard and his crew, and it's just, things are just looking better. The trees are budded out, and I'm excited.
I swear you read that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say the same thing. I've been on 2 years, halfway through it. Sean's brand new, and Vernon's now your vice mayor. Michael remains your mayor. And everybody that ran, thank you very much. We need everybody up here to make informed decisions, and it really matters. But this guy right here, I think, is doing a really good job, and he's proactive. He loosens and tries to find them and get things fixed. And I don't think we could have got a better guy. And I think everybody needs to know that.
I know it.
Thank you.
if they solve this.
Jennifer.
Well,
I don't really have anything to add. I think everybody's hit the nail on the head. You know, just like we said, when you bring the fire chief that put his heart and soul into it and carries it over, then where can you go wrong? I mean, he literally lives here, works here, he lives here and goes home to visit, but you know, that's how it works when you're city manager. But I think all of our crews are the best. I mean, it's hard to get employees that want to work now, but we have some really good leaders that are the superintendents, and you don't know what all goes on behind the scenes, but keeping your water on, your sewer running, and everything in between is a difficult task that you need to be patting them on the back for, because you have no idea what they're doing in the middle of the night or what they're doing on their Sunday afternoon when you're having dinner and they're out working in ice cold water or 110-degree temperature. Get everything back on her to keep it running. So they all need a pat on the back. We just sit here and make decisions. They do it all.
Sean.
I just want to say I'm looking forward to working with this specific council. I've known her as a kid. I think we'll function very well together. And so I'm excited about that. I like the way we're looking at cleanup for the future. I think that's an important part of rebuilding the town, making it look more attractive. And I appreciate everyone here has been very helpful and informative. Looking forward to it.
I want to say it's a pleasure to have Mr. Buzan added to our council here. I think he brings a lot of experience and knowledge that'll be beneficial to the city and all its community. Appreciate him putting his time and effort into helping us out as a community. Also, it's been an honor for me to serve as the mayor the last 2 years, and humbled that the council want me to continue on for the next 2 years, to continue on with this as the mayor. Appreciate the support from everybody, and I'm going to try to do my best to keep moving and do better than I did last time. So, anything else? All right, item number 23, adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn. Second.
Move to second, approve item number.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Henryetta Municipal Authority, regular meeting Tuesday, April 15th, 2025, 6:30 PM, Civic Center, 115 South 4th Street. Roll call, please.
Steve.
Here.
Vernon.
Here.
Sean.
Here.
Jennifer. Here. Michael.
Here. Item number 1, discuss act on approval of consent agenda. A, financial reports for March 2025. B, minutes of meeting held in March 2025. And C, claims for the month of March 2025.
So moved.
Moved and second, approve item number 1. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 2, discuss act on approval of payment to OWRB ORF-08-0015 DW in the amount of $37,962.14 for the monthly payment. This is originally a loan we had, loan that we took out for improvements on the water treatment plant, the water intake structure for the new water, and that and it pays off in 2030.
Motion to approve.
Second.
But moved and second to approve item number 2. Poll, please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer. Yes. Michael.
Yes. Item number 3, discuss act on approval of payment to OWRB FAP-24001-L in the amount of $68,610.99 for the interest payment. So what this is a additional loan we took out that's tacked on the end of the previous loan I just talked about. This is for our new water tower that's going to be on the west side of town, but along with a new water main that's going to run on that north side, north from east to west in the town. So right now that payment is just the interest on that loan. We went ahead and decided to get that loan because of the rising cost of those tanks. I think when we first looked at a 1 million gallon tank, the price was $750,000 or something like that. So that was for 1 million gallons. Now it's close to $2 million. Same tank. That's how much it's gone up in about 3-year time there, Frank.
It was 75 cents.
Yeah, 75 a gallon. So we decided it's still in materials and everything's continuing to increase, so we decided to go ahead and do that loan. That loan we were able to facilitate with just paying the interest. Originally, we were going to tack that on to our water bill, pass it on to the citizens. It was gonna be about $7.50, I think, a month. What happened here is HEDA agreed to pay that with our HEDA money, our sales tax money. So that is actually pass-through money. The $68,000 is 3 months worth of interest payments that HEDA is paying, passes through to us. So it actually is not costing anything additional to the citizens or any extra money added to the bill for that. We're gonna go ahead and get that built and hopefully we don't have to start making those payments to the end of this other loan. That's what we're shooting for.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item number 3, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 14, item number 4, discuss act on approval to 4044-7, the amount of $14,366.45 to Myers Engineering Consulting Engineers, Inc. for the proposed water storage tank on the west of Warren Road, OWRB FAP funding.
Motion to approve.
So moved and seconded to approve item number 4, poll please.
Steve. Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 5, discuss and act on the purchase of one new 2025 F450 chassis 404 Super Duty Super Cab 168 wheelbase DRWXLH from Bill Knight Ford, the amount of $65,070.30 for the water maintenance. This is actually the second one of these exact same trucks that we approved on the other side. Same funds that we had used before to pay for this.
Water maintenance instead of street.
So, water maintenance rather than street. So this is municipal authority versus city. So
Motion to
moved and seconded to approve item number 5, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Item number 6, discuss act on any new business. No new business. Item number 7, adjourned.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded to approve item 7, poll please.
Steve.
Yes.
Vernon.
Yes.
Sean.
Yes.
Jennifer.
Yes.
Michael.
Yes. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for coming. Appreciate your support and attendance, and